welcome to the class. See, in the last class, we have discussed the derivatives of trigonometric functions and how to find the derivatives of composite functions by using chain rule. Okay, so in our previous classes, we have discussed all these things. See, chain rule. So, what is the meaning of this chain rule? This chain rule is used to differentiate the composite functions. So that is, see, dy by dx can be obtained by, see, dy by dt into dt by dx. So we have solved some of the simple examples by using this chain rule. Okay, so let us continue our class on differentiation. See, in today's session, I am going to discuss about important topics here. See, explicit functions and implicit functions. Okay, under differentiation, I am going to discuss about these two things: explicit functions and implicit functions. So let us know what is the meaning of explicit function and implicit functions. So here we always consider a function as, see, y is equal to f of x. So we know this y is called dependent variable and this x is called independent variable, and we express the function, generally we express the function in the form of y is equal to f of x. So for example, okay, let me write an example here. See, x, okay, I will write y is equal to 3x square, or y is equal to, see, x cos x, or y is equal to, see, x cube plus 3x square plus 2x. See, observe these examples here. See, y is equal to 3x square, I have written one example. Y is equal to x cos x, then y is equal to, I have written a polynomial, x cube plus 3x square plus 2x. So here, in these three examples, clearly we can observe both LHS and RHS. So how these functions are looking here? See, on the left hand side, I have written the dependent variable. On the right hand side, so it contains, see, x. So all these three functions have been written in the form of y is equal to f of x. That means, see, in these three examples, you can clearly make an observation that dependent variable y, okay, dependent variable y can be easily expressed or written in the form of independent variable x. See, y is equal to 3x square. So if we want to differentiate this, we can directly differentiate it one step. Then y is equal to x cos x. See, dependent variable y is expressed conveniently in the form of independent variable x in all these three examples what I have written on the board. See, if I differentiate this, see, I will get dy by dx is equal to, so derivative of x square is what? 2x. So 3 into 2x, I will get what? 6x. See, in one step I got the differentiation, or I got the derivative here. So dy by dx is equal to what I got? 6x. So 6x is the derivative of 3x square. So similarly, dependent variable y is expressed clearly in the form of independent variable. That means all these three examples have been expressed in the form of y is equal to f of x. So such functions in which we can conveniently express dependent variable in terms of independent variable, so these functions are called explicit functions. Okay, so this is the first type here, explicit functions. So we can differentiate this also by using the product rule. See, right hand side x cos x, so I can take this as first function, this as second function, and make use of the product rule. Then you can differentiate this also. So this is a polynomial, so I can write it directly. See, dy by dx is equal to derivative of each term. We have to take the sum rule here. See, x cube, derivative of x cube is what? 3x square, plus derivative of 3x square is that is 6x. Then derivative of 2x is what? 2. So derivative of x with respect to x is 1. So 2 into 1, that will be 2. So I got the derivative. So as far as explicit functions are concerned, we can write the derivatives in one step. Okay, so here we can use the product rule for this. See, if I consider another examples, see, if I consider some more examples, let me write it here. Okay, so let me write another example here. See, what I want to say, y plus sin y is equal to, so let me write one example here. Y plus sin y is equal to cos x. Then x plus, see, observe this, x plus sin xy minus y is equal to 0. So observe these two examples here. See, I have written another two examples. See, here observe the first example, y plus sin y. I have written on the left hand side y plus sin y, and on the right hand side I have cos x. See this function that or we can say this example, y plus sin y is equal to cos x. So in this, so here this cannot be written, see this cannot be written conveniently in this form, y is equal to f of x, as we have shown for earlier examples. We cannot write this y plus sin y is equal to cos x clearly or conveniently in this form, y is equal to f of x. Okay, then for this also see here, observe this, x plus sin of xy minus y, and on the right hand side is equal to 0. So here sin of xy, see it contains both x and y, and here first term is x and last term is here y. So x plus sin of xy minus y is equal to 0. So this function or this example, see these two examples, so these cannot be written conveniently in the form of y is equal to f of x. So such type of functions are called implicit functions. Okay, see in this case also we can differentiate these two, so we can differentiate all the functions, but the functions in which we can conveniently express them in the form of y is equal to f of x are called explicit functions. So the functions which are not conveniently be written in this y is equal to f of x form, they are called implicit functions. So explicit functions may be written in this form, see y is equal to f of x. This implicit functions contains both x and y, so they are written as f of x comma y is equal to 0. So then question comes, how to differentiate these implicit functions? Okay, so we can differentiate implicit functions by differentiating both sides term by term, and keeping all the terms which contains dy by dx on one side and shifting the other terms to the on another side, then solve for dy by dx. In this way we can simplify the implicit functions. Okay, so explicit functions and implicit functions. So we can write the definition also for these two. So what is the definition here? The functions in which dependent variable, so I will write y here, see y, so y means what? Dependent variable. The functions in which dependent variable y can be, see dependent variable y can be expressed as a function of x, that is independent variable, as a function of x. See the functions in which dependent variable y can be expressed as a function of x are called explicit functions. So example, as I have written already here, see x cos x, I can write this. Okay, I will I can write y is equal to x cos x, or y is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 6x minus 5, or y is equal to sin x into x cube. Okay, or y is equal to 6x to the power of 5 minus 2 cos x. See such type of functions are called as explicit functions. So here clearly all the functions can be expressed in the form of y is equal to, so generally these functions have written in the form of y is equal to f of x. Okay, see implicit means here, so implicit is exactly opposite. See the dependent variable y, or the dependent variable y cannot be conveniently expressed as a function of say dependent variable x. So generally this will be what these kind of functions, see implicit functions are of the form f of xy is equal to 0. So for example, okay, y plus say sin y is equal to cos x. So we can write this example. So in this form here, see, then I can write this, so many examples here. See, sin xy. Okay, I can put the bracket here. Sin xy minus y is equal to 0. See, such type of examples are functions in which dependent variable cannot be conveniently expressed as a function of independent variable x. Okay, so these type of functions are called implicit functions. So in this session, let us learn how to differentiate implicit functions. Okay, so I will consider some of the implicit functions, and let us know how to find the derivatives of implicit functions. Okay, so let me start by considering one of the examples. So here you will get one 2 marks question in part B. So this is very important here. Okay, I will write the one example here. So this will be in part B for 2 marks. So question is, see, find dy by dx. Find dy by dx if, so I will write one function here, 2x plus 3y is equal to, what is the example here? 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. Okay, so observe this example here. See, 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. So that is the example here. See, 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. So given, so what is given here? See, 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. So this is the given function. So you have to find the derivative dy by dx. So observe carefully. This is very important. I am going to solve some of the simple examples. See, 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. Observe this. Left hand side I have 2x plus 3y, and on the right hand side I have sin x. Okay. So this function is generally, this function is, see, f of x comma y is equal to 0. So it is a implicit function. Okay, implicit function. So we cannot write it conveniently in the form of y is equal to f of x. So let us find the derivative. See, first we have to write whatever the function is given. See here, we will start the step here. So first we have to differentiate. Okay, so differentiate both sides. See, differentiate both sides with respect to x. See here, we are differentiating with respect to independent variable x. Okay, so differentiate both sides with respect to x. So differentiating means what? So we must remember from our previous class. See here, you operate the differential operator. Differential operator means we are differentiating. So on the left hand side I will operate d by dx, and on the right hand side I will operate d by dx. So that means d by dx of this, that means I am going to differentiate both sides. So that is 2x plus 3y. This is the left hand side, and right hand side derivative operator on sin x. See, this step you have to remember here. We don't write usually this step. Okay, we will skip this step in the next problem. See here, d by dx means I am operating d by dx on every term and writing the derivatives. So differentiate both sides with respect to independent variables. See, derivative of 2x, some rule, derivative of 2x and derivative of 3y. See, observe carefully. So derivative of 2x means I am going to write the derivative of 2x. So take 2 outside the differential operator. Then derivative of x. See, I will show it in detail here. Derivative of, see, x, 2 comes outside. Derivative of x with respect to x. Then plus, see, dy, okay, 3 is there. So I can take 3 outside the differential operator. Then what I get? See, dy by dx. So I have taken 3 outside is equal to, so this is all about left hand side. So derivative of sin x, see, d by dx of sin x means derivative of sin. So what is the derivative of sin x? See, derivative of sin x is, we know, cos x. So you must remember all the basic formulas and rules from our previous class. So derivative of sin x is cos x. See, our job is to find out what? See, dy by dx. So where is dy by dx? Here only one term contains dy by dx. Okay, this is the one term containing dy by dx. So 2 into, see, derivative of, see, d by dx means derivative. So derivative of x with respect to x. See, derivative of x with respect to x, that is 1. So 2 into 1, that is 2 only. Okay, 2 into 1, that is 2. Okay, I will write just 1. Derivative of x with respect to x is 1 plus, so I will write 3 into dy by dx is equal to, I will write cos x more as it is. So we want this term here. So let it be on the left hand side, dy by dx So I will write this cos x on the right hand side as it is. So bring, see 2 into 1 2, bring this 2 to the numerator, that will be minus. So our job is to find derivative. So dy by, I don't want this coefficient 3. So dy by dx is equal to, so right hand side I will get cos x minus 2 divided by this 3 comes to the denominator. So this is the way to differentiate these implicit functions. Okay, so this is the implicit function. I got the derivative as this much. So this is for 2 marks. So in this way we can, so we have to separate the terms which contains dy by dx on one side, and you shift all the remaining terms to the other side, then you calculate dy by dx. Okay, so let us consider another example. So another implicit function. So this is also for 2 marks. Okay, 2 marks in part B. So I will go for next example. So find dy by dx if 2x plus 3y is equal to sin y. Okay, see this I have already taken in the example. See this is the given function which is considered here is see this is of the form f of x comma y is equal to 0. If you bring this to the left hand side, that will be minus sin y, that is equal to 0. So it is, the given function is implicit function. See here, this cannot be written exactly in the form of y is equal to f of x. That's why we say it is implicit function. So let us consider this, that see 2x plus 3y is equal to what is the right hand side here, sin y. Okay, so let me write this again. See, differentiating so you have to write it here, differentiating both sides, see, with respect to independent variable x. That means, once again, as I told in the previous example, so I am applying d by dx differential operator, or I am writing d by dx on both sides. See, you have to write d by dx on left hand side and d by dx on right hand side. So let me write it once again for this problem. See, d by dx of whatever the left hand side is, 2x plus 3y is equal to, see, d by dx of, see, this sin y. This is another important example. So I hope all of you are observing the video. See, derivative of 2x plus 3. So I have to apply differential operator on both the terms. So observe this. See, derivative of 2x means 2 comes outside the differential operator, basic rule. Then derivative of x with respect to x, what is that? 1. So 2 into 1, that answer will be what? 2. So that's it. You can write it directly 2 as I shown in the previous example. See, derivative of, okay, I will show it here. Derivative of 2x is, this 2 comes outside. See, derivative means d by dx of x. So this 2 into derivative of x with respect to x is 1. 2 into 1, that is 2. So that 2, I will write it directly. See, derivative of 2x is what? 2. Then plus, so this 3 comes outside the differential operator. See, dy by dx. dy by dx. So this will be 2. So then we can make a rough work of it. See, right hand side, lot of students will make mistake here. See, observe here, I am repeating once again here. See, we are differentiating with respect to x. Okay, what is the dependent variable here? See, it is considered as y. This is sin y. Okay, derivative of sin y. See, I am telling this. See, we have written the, see, we know the formula. Derivative of sin x is, okay, derivative of sin x is what? That is standard result cos x. Here variables are same. So now we are saying that d by dx of sin y, we are going to write, see, we are going to write the derivative of, not the sin x here, sin y. See, what is the derivative of sin y? See, it is with respect to x. So derivative of sin y is, so see, derivative of sin x is cos x. Similarly, derivative of sin y is what? See, cos y. So a lot of students will make mistake here. See, I will put the star mark here. See, derivative of sin y, cos y, they will stop at this step. So this will be wrong. Why? Because if I have derivative of sin x, then it will be cos x. I have d by dx of sin y. Okay, not sin x, it is sin y. So variable is changed here. So cos y into, so what is this variable here? Y. So that also we have to take into account here by chain rule. That will be what? Into, see, this y. dy by dx. See here, observe carefully. So derivative of sin y with respect to x is what? Cos y into dy by dx. I hope you got the point. Okay, so that I have written on the right hand side, cos y into dy by dx. Okay, so let me show So you can see if I write c d by dt of sin y, okay, d by dt of sin y. So if I am differentiating with respect to xc, the derivative of sin y, okay. So if I write c d by dy of sin y means, so I can write what? Cos y, okay, that's it. Then if I write c d by dt of say sin t, then that answer is what? Cos t. Then if I write say d by dt of see cos t, okay, cos t, see here, t and t, so these two are same here, so I can write minus sin t. So here we are differentiating sin y with respect to x, okay. So that's why we have written cos y into dy by dx, whatever the variable we are differentiating with respect to x. Here we have differentiated with respect to t, that's why I have written cos t. So here also derivative of cos t with respect to t, that is minus sin t. So in this way we can use the formulas here. See here, observe this. So one term on the left hand side dy by dx, and this whole term contains dy by dx. So only term without dy by dx is 2. So I will write this as it is, 3 into dy by dx. Then I will shift this whole term to the left hand side. See, minus cos y into dy by dx is equal to, see, plus 2 on the left hand side. I will shift it to the right hand side, that will be minus 2. So this 2 I will write on the right hand side. Then we will take dy by dx common here. See, dy by dx common. So what I will get, if dy by dx comes outside, see, 3 minus, so I will get cos y inside the bracket is equal to minus 2. So I want dy by dx. Therefore, observe this, dy by dx is equal to, so that minus 2 remains on the numerator, this coefficient comes to the denominator, that is 3 minus cos y. Okay, this is our derivative. So dy by dx is equal to minus 2 divided by 3 minus cos y. So in this way we can do the derivative here. Okay, so minus 2 divided by